Hey guys, my name is Leonardo Madrigal from Left-Handed Matters, and today I'm going to be introducing to you guys a new member of the family. I'm talking about guitars, of course. Family, what is that? So I thought it'd be a really cool idea, instead of just showcasing the new guitar that I got and kind of explaining it, I would do more of a fun video of just going through my arsenal of guitars. And just even saying that sentence alone is a big blessing for me, because never in a million years would I even thought that I would be in this position to show guitars to people. I don't have many, and I think that's kind of how I am as a musician. I don't like a lot of things because I just get option paralysis. Nonetheless, though, each guitar that I do have has its own purpose and has its own function to fit in the family as a whole. And I think we should get started with the first one, the main one. So this is, as you can see here, a 1982 Fender Strat, made in Japan, all original parts. Has a couple little scuffs and paint chips here and there, but she's a beauty and she sounds beautiful as well. Her name is Marilyn, by the way. As you will see, I named them all. She's awesome. I got her on a really good deal on OfferUp by this guy who was selling her for pretty cheap. And I gotta say, for as affordable as her price tag was, she does give me more than I could ever imagine. I've owned a lot of guitars through the days, and this by far is the best sounding and most comfortable guitar that I've ever owned. Probably has to do with just the Fender name itself. They're really good at quality assurance, and over the years and years and years of making guitars, you can just tell they have a craft for making these kind of guitars. So yeah, this is Marilyn. She's gold to me. This is what I use for services, for youth services, for recordings, everything from blues to rock, even to really soft playing. I used to be like a big humbucker guy because I was into rock music and alternative growing up. But just kind of how I grew as an artist and as a person, and when I kind of found my calling to be a little bit more fine-tuned, I started leaning into the single coils, and it's hard for me to look back. When you're on a holiday, you can't find the words to say. Next up, I'm going to be showing you my bass guitar. I'm not an efficient bass player. I can do beginning stuff, but I will say that, yeah, guitar kind of translates to the bass pretty well. There's just some fundamentals and techniques that bass players are really, really, really good at least good bass players are. And yeah, let me just show you. So this, is Whitney. As you can see, a little bit bigger, it's a little bit heavier. It's got 4 really thick strings. Yeah, this is the standard little bass guitar here. Oh, don't use a pick. This is a Fernandez bass. I can't even tell you which model it is or what year it came from. I can tell you the serial number though. I bought this off a really good, he's kind of like a musical mentor for me. So he sold this to me for a really, really good deal because he knew I was going to be using it for church, for our youth group, and for recording stuff, and I absolutely love it. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, outrun my gun. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, better. Again, I don't know much about bass, so I can't tell you a lot about what's happening, but I can tell you it sounds pretty dang good. I just also love this color, by the way. I don't know if you can see that. Woo! Dedicate this to Whitney. I messed up, don't worry about it. In the night, and the love. Okay, And last but not least, the guitar I'm going to show you before the big reveal is my acoustic guitar. She is the ride or die. I take her camping, I take her hiking, I take her to bonfires, I take her to the beach. She's been through smoke, water, dirt, sand, everything and anything, for practicing in my bedroom to long car trips. Yeah, this is just my beat up guitar. She probably has the most scratches and dents in her, but she sounds amazing still, and she's kept up, you know? She does the work around the house, and that's what I love about her. This here is Betsy. Again, like I said, she's a workhorse. She is a Fender CF 140, and this is like a small folk guitar with a single cutaway right here, so it's a little bit smaller scale. She's really bright and percussive. Usually guitars are a little bit bigger, are warmer, and have more body in it, but she is like very just obnoxious and loud, and literally if I play anywhere with the guitar, I'm bringing her. I also got her because she has like a Fishman preamp here, so I can plug her up down here, if you know what I mean. Juicy's gonna move. This is the song of my people. This is the song of my people. And last but not least, my new guitar. So, like I said before, ever since I got the Stratocaster, I knew I fell in love with her. Marilyn's such a good guitar, but there's some things that she can just not satisfy for me, and my needs need to be satisfied creatively, music-wise. And it's mainly because of the body shape and the wood, and definitely because of the pickups. And as delicate and as professional as she may be, sometimes I need a guitar to let loose for bigger, bombastic, more aggressive and louder, just more. I just need more sometimes. And Marilyn can't always do that. So that's why I ended up getting this one. Bam, bam! Look at this beauty. Woo! Nice. This is Lucy. Lucy here is the newest member of the family, but she's been very good so far. Yeah, this is a Fender Pawn Shop 72, I believe. And basically, Fender made it like a one-off series every couple years where they just kind of Frankenstein the guitar of their own choosing and then sold it. So it's like a Stratocaster body with an F-hole. That's what it's called, an F-hole. And then it's like a Telecaster neck and a Telecaster headstock, and it has two humbuckers here, and I think this is like an original pick guard, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's simple, it's to the point, it's powerful, she's loud and aggressive, she has more bark and more bite. Woo! Yeah, it's beautiful. I got her on a really good deal, and they're really hard to find, especially in this color. So if you follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I did a little poll where I let you guys decide if I get the surf green version of this or the sunburst version of this. It's the same exact guitar, but surf green. And it was nice and all, but it was a little too zesty for me. It was a little bit too party, a little bit too playful, and maybe a lot of you guys think, yeah, that's sort of my personality, so it might fit me a little bit better. When it comes to instruments though, like, I value them a lot more than I value myself. As you can see, I'm wearing a Sesame Street t-shirt holding a really nice guitar. When I think of instruments and guitars, I kind of look for the more mature and professional looking version of it. Too much reverb! I tend to take music a little bit more seriously than I lead on. So that's kind of how I choose my instruments, you know? It's a perfect contrast for me, and I still think it looks absolutely beautiful. And I don't have a sunburst guitar. I used to, and I sold it, and I kind of missed that sunburstiness. Thanks for watching, guys. That was my guitar arsenal. Marilyn, Whitney, Betsy, and Lucy. They're such great guitars. I'm not sponsoring any of them. These are just guitars that happened to cross my path that I was very fortunate enough to be able to afford and use to its fullest potential. But how can we wrap this up so that it's not just me showing off? What I can say though is, like I said before, I'm so humble and I'm so blessed to be able to do this. And one thing that I want to kind of stress in this video is mental health. Because we are on a position right now, especially in 2020, that it's so easy to find a negative. It's so easy to let our idle minds wander off to dark places and negativity. And what I say to that is use this as an opportunity to push through and find yourself. Find out who you really are behind closed doors. Last but not least, treat yourself. I'll be straight up. I treated myself to that guitar because I 100% believed that I deserved it. And that's part of my mental health breakthrough is I want to show myself that I love myself. I want to show myself that I care about myself. Contrary to this year, last year, 2019, was one of my hardest years ever. I mean, I was depressed, I was overeating, that's why I got a little chunky. There was just so many things. I just wasn't taking care of myself, and I was just doing things that weren't healthy and obsessing over things. I just lost my passion overall, and a lot of people didn't even know. But this year, again, oddly enough, has been my year of breakthrough, and a lot of things have lined up. My life has been a series of coincidental events, and my passion for my spirituality and my faith has gone up. My involvement in my church and my youth kids have gone up. My relationship with my sister is a lot better, and started this YouTube channel. I'm creating music every single week, which is, I personally think, enough for people to subscribe. I mean, if you guys want, that would help me a lot. But yeah, I'm just doing so much more now, and I'm so much more happy, and I'm going outside more, and I'm just enjoying myself. And that's what I always tell my youth kids out there too, is figure out who you are first, find your happiness, find your peace, be able to enjoy yourself, be able to stand yourself when you're by yourself, when you are alone. And if you can't, then that's a perfect opportunity to look to God and look towards your faith and what you believe in, and start from there. It's never too late to start over from scratch and just to begin a new person and turn over a new leaf. So I encourage you guys to do that. Places are opening up a little bit more, but I still encourage you to be safe and to be smart. Just use a little bit more common sense when we go outside, and really do treat yourself. Really do show that you love and that you care for yourself. God loves and cares for you. So I thank God for everything, and I thank God for you guys watching at home. I love your guys' suggestions, and if you like weird videos like this, I think I'm gonna do one for my pedal board, just explaining what the effects are and how I use them. I think that'd be pretty fun. Other than that, I'll see you guys on some more reactions. And remember, every single Sunday I release a new worship cover, and I think it's so awesome because it ranges from like rock and hardcore to like 80s synthwave to like indie acoustic. It just depends where the song goes and what I'm inspired by that week. Give it a try. I'll see you guys next time.